If you think Haunting Villisca is scary...
I confess I killed them all! I did it! I did it! I did it!
So, you've heard a lot about this paranormal stuff, but you haven't really seen anything or heard anything from any paranormal investigators. Lucky for you, we got an interview with some real paranormal investigators.
So I'm David Rodriguez, and this is Annette Horn, Anney, and we're part of Paranormal Research Investigative Studies Midwest, based in Omaha, Nebraska, and we're paranormal investigators.
I never believed in ghosts at all. I didn't even know what a paranormal investigator was. So,
I can remember when Darwin came home and he said, March, you'll never believe it. He said, I got this telephone call and these people want to come and do an investigation of the house, and they're called paranormals. And he said, what the heck is a paranormal? And I said, well, I'm pretty sure it's somebody who investigates ghosts, but we'll look it up in the dictionary. And we did, and we found out, you know, that that's exactly what they were.
And let other people decide for themselves what they believe. There's always somebody out there that is going to try to debunk your evidence. So all we can do is present it.
Here's an EVP, which is a ghost audio clip of some stuff that we found in the Villisca Axe murder house.
Oh, that was a good one. What was that? Good one. Misty. Oh. Oh.
Hey, sweetie, can you close the door?
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Well, I believe this house is haunted by the stuff that we found. I mean, to me, the most important thing is the audio that we're getting of the children, because we definitely don't bring children here with us, and we're getting kids talking on tape. That to me is the cream of the crop of the stuff we're finding. But what also I think what adds to if a place is haunted or not is you have to go back in the history, and from the history that we find out from Darwin and all this stuff is that at one point it was haunted. One of the first people that moved in here after everyone was killed, believed it was haunted. I mean, he lived out in the barn. I mean, after that, then there's a period when I think it was in the 40s when people were living here, whole family, nobody saw anything. It wasn't haunted. Why? Well, then Darwin gets the house again, and things pick up again. Why it could be haunted now is maybe because Darwin lets people come into this house, and they're bringing their Ouija boards. They're, we've got mediums, you've got psychics coming in here, kind of, let's say, stirring the pot up and stuff, and also paranormal investigators, and we're calling out to these entities, these spirits, and this could be activating the house once again. But definitely the things that we're finding now, I think, are the original people that were murdered here. I mean, we're getting the kids, we're getting names, all this stuff, and I definitely believe this house is haunted.
I went into the little
the pantry.
And I just stepped in there, and my whole body just went really kind of in a more than a relaxed, kind of very fainty, lightheaded kind of thing. And then Kim told me that's where I think Kelly might have hidden. So I was just, okay, I am stepping this way.
The ghost/spirits in this house are interactive due to the fact that we can ask the little boy to open and close the door, and he will do it on command. At times. Sometimes he just doesn't do it, but usually he will react to me, and I'll ask him to open or close the door, and he will do it.
Definitely any of the evidence that we get, totally accept if somebody wants to scrutinize it, look at it. I mean, when we put the audio, I put the original file, then I work with looping a filtered version, because I think everybody should be able to hear the original audio and listen to that and work with it themselves. Any of the video we get, I mean, it can be scrutinized by other teams, other video people. Definitely no problem with that at all. We archive everything, have everything kept, and are willing to share anything. And I think that's how it should be. Everybody who comes here should share their evidence, so we can kind of see what everyone's finding, so we can find patterns in what's going on in this house.
Things that happen to people here is their hair gets fluffed or they get kissed. And especially women. A lot of men get kicked in the shins. And it's just like a young boy maybe, kicks them. They don't necessarily feel the initial kick, but they feel like it has happened. Another oddity is smell. Sometimes there's a dreadful smell. And they say it's kind of like a sulfury smell.
The Villisca Axe Murder House is it's my favorite place, because it's a place that Darwin has opened up to us, that we can come back over and over again, and 95% of the time this house is active. I think there's 5% when the house is kind of, nothing happens, but that other 95% of the time when you're here, I mean, we get just the craziest voices of children talking at night. We get everyone who's here feels some presence in this house. It's a haunted house.
Let's just put it this way. You didn't want to be the last one out of that house. Walking out, you always wanted someone behind you.
Yeah.
Everybody on these paranormal teams does it for a different reason.
Right.
I do it to show more evidence of that there's something different going on that scientists aren't willing to look at. I think she does it more of a spiritual reason.
I mean, if there's not life after life, then what the heck are we here for? What's the point? So this kind of helps me, want to be a better person, and know that there's something to strive for in this life that we are in right now, and that there's another place to go when we're dead.
We're gonna get t-shirts.
I survived Haunting Villisca.
They're gonna say, you can't scare me. I worked on Haunting Villisca.
Well, she wanted to be my intern, so I now have a sound assistant. Fortunately, she doesn't have any pants on, but we'll fix that. Cover up, baby. Cover up.
Where are you sitting, Darwin?
I'm sitting on my plot. Plot.
That's Hector. That was Hector. Hector the Heckler. He would just burst into this horrible character, and
There was this little kid over he got up and said this Hector son.
I was clapping my hands together and going,
You know what I used to do? I used to eat lemons. I only stopped because I told me I was taking the enamel off my teeth. But for a closing night gift for a show that I directed, the cast got me this gym bag because I went to the gym. They got me this gym bag. It was really heavy. I opened it up and it was filled with lemons. I ate them for like weeks.